Do you know how it feels to find true happiness? To know that you, and only you, are content at some moments? There are a lot of people out there that don't know this feeling like you might. Some can suffer with depression, some might feel lonely, or some just unsatisfied with themselves. On average, there are 1 million suicides per year because of these feelings. Now that is a lot. It may be surprising, but I personally suffered depression and lonesome. I can't tell you what depression is, since people do suffer from it differently. But what I can tell you was that depression for me wasn't about being mopey and sad all the time, but it was more like a numbness, with a bad feeling that came along with it, and you just wanted to make that numbness go away. But for some people, they wanted to make it go away on their own instead of getting help. They tried using alcohol, drugs, and hurting themselves. But, as I said, people do suffer from it differently, so they may just take it differently. But that does not mean that there are still ways to make life just a little bit happier. Music, art, literature, and friendship are ways that can help. It sounds weird, but hey, it's true. Music can easily change your mood when you like it. Say you just absolutely love rock and roll, and it makes you feel better about yourself. If you don't like this genre, then listen to what you do like jazz or dubstep. If you like this genre, you will feel better. In breakups, reports show that people prefer music that relates to them. Music therapy, as this was called, was used for years to improve mood, restore energy, and help the body heal more naturally. Art gives a way to express yourself. Healthcare professionals recognize art as an insight on how you're feeling. It doesn't matter whether you're good or bad at drawing. Hey, take a bucket of paint and splash it on a wall for all I care. Well, you might need permission to do that. Take a color that you feel connects to you and use it to draw. Say you're angry and the inside of you is on fire. Start a sketch, concentrate on it, and forget about whatever you were angry on. Mistakes are not to be focused on. I mean, no one's perfect. If you want to go draw a horse, then go draw a horse. Do what makes you feel unique and creative. Literature, like poems and stories, can be used to let out some emotions as well. Writing makes you feel unique. When you're done, you can read it. Even if it isn't the best, enjoy the fact that you made it. Be proud of your own accomplishment. Take no heed to little mistakes, because you can just concentrate on whatever good that there is. Of course there will be mistakes, but that's not going to be your focus. If you try, you can make poems that put tears into people's eyes and happiness into people's hearts. Another way to help yourself is to be surrounded by friends, since humans are very social creatures, and to communicate. If you avoid people and then feel sad no one noticed you, then fix it. It's not that they hate you, or they don't like you, or care about you. Well, maybe that they just don't know what to say, or think that you don't need them. Say someone walked up to you, and they said hi. How are you going to respond? By saying hi back, of course. Then you can try starting a conversation. Hey, what did you do last night? Or say, you sound really nice. We should hang out sometime. Just by saying that, you can start a friendship and a long conversation. And maybe just make their day. Personally, I had a hard time with communication and making friends. I still have problems, but I know I can overcome them. Everyone will go through some kind of loneliness at some point in their life. Say their dog died, and they miss it. No one's going to make much of that dog for very long, except for the person it happened to, depending on how attached they were. To overcome this, you can talk to other people. Think about getting another dog that keeps you company. It may not be good as the original, but hey, it will help. Say you're going through a breakup, either mad at or missing the other person. A simple way to overcome this is to hang out with friends and to try new things. Hey, bungee jumping sounds pretty fun. You can choose to just jump out of the darkness into the light in an instant. Instead of waiting for some kind of sadness to end, make it end. Take control of your feelings and problems, because after all, they are yours. You don't know what you're capable of until you actually try it, whether you're bullied, excluded, abused, or just plain sad. The only reason why we feel so bad about ourselves is not that our lives are so miserable and horrible. For some people, it is. But We never take the time to see the little good things that make our lives so great. The door was held open for you. There was a smile. You had a breakfast. Someone listened to you. You did better on a math test. Many things are taken for granted, but somehow we're always stuck on the little tiny things that somehow make us feel so insecure and hate ourselves. Maybe you're bullied. Maybe you feel alone, but there are other ways to feel grateful. This may sound sad, I know, but there are other people who have worse lives than you do. Some have no family, and they're on the streets right now waiting for help. And they have no idea how they can get up and have a good life. Other ways to feel happy is to help those others, because it feels so nice to be nice. Thank you all for listening to me, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And please remember to smile.